What is one of the saddest things you've done to avoid socializing, such as hiding in the bathroom? Pretend to answer a phone call when approaching someone. I get nervous faking a phone call, so I always listen to a voicemail message to make it seem a bit more authentic, not that they'd know either way. Pro tip: pretend to be on a conference call. Say something as if you're already deep in conversation. No, Steve, have another look at the slide deck I sent out before this call. You'll see that it's a good idea, but it won't work in this case. Then keep walking. Used to live with super outgoing roommates. When I heard people come over, I'd take a shower, get dressed like I was going somewhere, get in my car, drive to go get food somewhere, then sit in the parking lot eating my food and listening to music for a few hours. They actually used to complain I was always too busy to hang out with them. I used to be able to make myself puke simply by eating too much cheese. So if I didn't want to go somewhere, I would eat a lot of cheese and have to cancel the plans. Why wouldn't you just say you puked and avoid the actual having to puke thing? What purpose in the scheme did actually puking serve? Did they demand evidence? It's a power move. He puked on them. Asked the pizza delivery boy to leave the pizza outside and paid for it under the door. Hiding in the bathroom. Being in a bottle in my bedroom so I wouldn't have to walk by the people in my living room to get to the bathroom. Lived with one other roommate. He thought I had a part-time job in the evenings, which I didn't. I used to listen quietly to a little TV with headphones in my room all night. Did not venture into the common areas. Think I remember peeing in bottles also. I just wanted him to think I was at work and did not want to socialize in any way with him. Once he went to bed, I came out of my room quietly. Went to the front door, made noise and pretended to come home. Many years ago, my childhood best friend and I had a huge falling out. She had been living with me and I asked her to leave. The day she came to get her things, I couldn't stand to face her, so I hid in the back closet while she and another of her friends gathered her things. Think I was in there for about half an hour, waiting until I couldn't hear them anymore. I always look for animals at networking events that I can socialize with instead of with people. I will literally physically go out of my way not to talk to people that I know will try to start a conversation with me. Some examples. Whenever I'm about to leave work at the same time the guy next to me is, I'll just sit there pretending to work on something until he is gone so we don't walk out together. If I see someone just far enough behind me miss the elevator, if I call it and spam the close door button, I'll start fast walking as soon as I turn the corner to the elevator and do just that. If there's not enough distance between us, I'll walk the 3 flights of stairs instead. Quickly. If I'm going down the stairs to leave and hear the door on the floor below me open, someone else leaving, I'll stop on the stairs and let them get down a flight so he don't have to say hello in the stairwell. If I am on my way to the bathroom and I see someone enter who will likely start up a conversation with me in there, I have a fake phone conversation outside of the bathroom or hide behind a nearby half wall until I hear them leave the bathroom and then go in. If I see the car of the receptionist who likes to talk to me in the parking lot, I'll walk around the building and enter through the facility's side door instead of passing by her desk in the main lobby. If someone is already at the printer that I need to use, I will pass by and act like I'm on the way to a meeting until I hear their print job stop. Then I'll turn around and print, instead of the BS small talk at the printer. Herder, how many trees you killing? Herder. Hard to believe I have any friends, isn't it? Learn just enough sign language that if anybody tried to talk to me I could just sign some random words, phrases and they'd leave me alone. I then became terrified of running into someone who actually knew ASL and them calling by bluff. To be clear, at no point did I ever claim to be deaf or mute. I live in the South where strangers are way too friendly and will talk to anyone no matter how uncomfortable they are and wanted a way out. I've thought about learning sign language for this reason. Drive by my house to see my talkative neighbor standing outside, oh well, better go run some more errands. Or equally as bad, parking on the opposite side of my apartment complex so my neighbors don't see my car and know that I'm home. cleaning the bathroom at a party at my friend's house. I was locking myself in there anyway to recharge, so I thought I might as well make use of my time. LOL. You're a good egg. Have sat inside my car in the parking lot because some friends were waiting outside my apartment. I wore a fake mustache and wig to work. Do people not normally talk to people with mustaches and bad hair? I'm not sure if this is saddest since it was done with the right intentions, but I work in a typical office with a lot of people in small offices. One person used to talk endlessly while we were busy. If he walked into your office you were doomed for at least 30 minutes. We had a deal that if he walked into your office someone else would call you, so you had an excuse. Not sure if he ever figured it out since you'd hear the phone ring all along the hall as he walked. You could tell exactly where he was at any point and when he went back to his own office. I was doing a church summer thing for volunteer hours for confirmation. We had to dance to corny church pop music in front of a bunch of kids. I was super awkward and couldn't do the dance properly. The older church mom volunteers tried to get me to dance, so I did it looking stupid, shuffling my feet and looking at the ground. Nothing worked. I looked stupid. I then made a decision to escape. I would sneak out and sit on one of the benches with my phone. Kids and parents would walk out and stare at me like I was some sort of bad kid or whatever. I don't know if this counts, but I was like 7 and we were at Disneyland and eating at the Princess Diner where the princesses visit you while you eat. Well, I was deathly afraid of them and did not want to talk, so I hid under the table. Not me, my grandfather. He worked IT in the 90s. Basically the second there were people at work, he'd spend all day restarting computers for idiots. One day he asked his boss, "Do I have to work 9 to 5? Or could I just do my 40 hours whenever?" He started going into work at 7 a.m. and getting 2 hours of serious back-end work done. Before, he spent 9 to 3 dealing with the morons. He got up at 5 a.m. just to avoid people at work. Thank you and subscribe.